I want to welcome everybody again to Move with Maegen. I'm Dr. Maegen Brady, physical therapist, and I'm so excited this evening to be bringing you the 6-minute workout, part 3. Thank you in part to the New York Times for coming up with this series of exercises that really effectively works the whole body. The exercises we're going to be doing are high knees or marches. The second is going to be squats. The third is a push-up with a twist. Also have that modified. And then the last one is a little bit of a bicycle crunch for the core. So we're going to be starting with 30 seconds on of high knees or kicks. You can modify. You can definitely hold on to a chair if you want to kind of use something for balance, either one hand or both hands. You can try this without holding on to anything for a little bit of increase in balance. You can add a little bit of a skip to it if you want to kind of kick up the heart rate, or if you really want to get the heart going, high knees the entire time. So for instructional purposes, I'll be sticking with high knees, and we're going to start for 30 seconds now. So wherever you are, whether you're kicking into high gear, you're feeling really good tonight, you want to get the heart revving, or you're just coming here with a little bit of a need to get the legs moving after the long day, you just kind of got up from sitting for a while. Either way, wherever you are, make sure you're keeping your back up nice and tall, your chest up, and that you're continuing to breathe the entire time. So nice inhales and exhales. Trying to drive those knees right up to the ceiling. We're going to do another 10 seconds here. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take a 15-second break. So now that we've got the heart rate up a little bit, we're just going to let it kind of come back down for a quick break before we head into squats. Squats can also be modified. A chair is really great to have because you can either hold on to the back of the chair for balance and do kind of squats to the wall. You can also use the chair to sit down towards. Either you can kind of come completely down to the chair, you can sit for a moment and then back up, or you can really just kind of lightly touch. So you've got a few options. Level 1, you're holding on and just doing a little mini squat. Level 2 or 3, you're kind of sitting your butt back towards the chair. We're going to start 30 seconds now for squats. So the important thing with squats is that you're really sticking your butt back, you're really hinging at your hips instead of forcing your knees forward. Your knees want to really stay right over your ankles, and most of the weight is back in your heels. So again, keeping your breath going, inhaling, breathing in, and breathing out. So right here we're working quads, glutes, working a lot of different muscles in the body. This is a full body experience, functional exercise. We'll do one more wherever you are and rest. All right. So 2 down, we're going to be heading down towards the mat now. If push-ups on the ground are not in your wheelhouse today, then doing them on the wall, we're going to be adding a rotation. So it's going to be going down towards the wall, coming up and rotating. Coming back down, accepting the weight with both sides, push up, and then rotating with the opposite arm, just kind of using your neck to gently follow the arm. If going back that far is too much, you can always go just to the side. But it's all about just kind of gently working your way between both sides. If you want to join me on the ground, you can do a full push-up with the rotation, or I'll be showing on the knees. Still really effective for the upper body and the core. We're going to start our 30 seconds now. Push up first, and then a rotation. You can move your arms. Breathe in, and breathe out. So going within a comfortable range for you wherever you are today. If that's only to shoulder height, just out to the side, that's fine too. Hey, even if it's just lifting that hand a little bit off the ground, we're working that stability in the arms and in the core. And even if it's just a standard push-up or a standard wall push-up, we're still getting chest, biceps, triceps, core. We're going to do another 15 seconds here. Breathing in, exhaling. Really kind of filling up, rotating, and we'll come to a rest. Awesome job. We've got about 15 seconds to take a break. Grab a little bit of water if you'd like to. We're going to be heading to our back next for bicycle kicks. If moving is a little bit too much for you today, even just some pelvic tilts laying on your back will be really good to kind of get your core going. Essentially what we want to do is target the midsection a little bit now. So laying on the back, a pelvic tilt, the base level here is really just trying to press your belly button down towards the ground. You can also do this seated in a chair where you're just trying to engage your belly button towards your spine and flatten your back either to the ground or against the back of the chair. Wherever you are, you want to breathe. If you want to come with me for the bicycle kicks, few options. You can do marches with the belly button strong. You can do both legs up, tapping one down at a time, or both knees to chest. But if you want to kind of work a little bit with the head, we're going to go into bicycle kicks, crossing over, straightening the other leg, and then crossing over and straightening the other leg. Wherever you are, we're going to start 30 seconds now. And you're not straining the neck. We're coming right from the low part of the belly and the core and breathing. Filling up with oxygen. Getting so much good blood flow to those muscles. Another 15 seconds. You're doing awesome. Keep it up. Never straining. Wherever you are, just connecting with your breathing and your belly. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. All right. Nicely done. We have made it through round 1. All 4 exercises. Check, check. So we know exactly where we're going for the second round. You can kind of stick with your first round and keep it similar. Or if you want to get a little spicy, you can change it up a little bit with some of the modifications. Grab a little bit of water, but we're going to be heading to standing again. All right, so we're going right back to some cardio, a little bit of heart work here. We're going to start with the marches, hand holds on the hips, little skips or quick motions, but we're starting now for 30 seconds. So why start with a little bit of cardio? You know, why start with things that are going to get the heart moving? When we're getting the heart moving right off the bat, we're getting oxygen flow going through the body. We're getting all the muscles warmed up by moving, not just the legs, but really trying to expand through the chest and through our breathing too. So we're driving that knee towards the ceiling, engaging right in the front of the hip flexors. They're so strong. A lot of them come from our back to the front of our hip. Some of them are part of our quads. So we've got another 5 seconds here. Keep breathing. Chest up for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome work. Take a little breather here. Feel free to do any stretches or anything else that feels good in the interim. 15 seconds is a good little breather, good little break. Just some time to take some deep breaths is usually nice. We're going to be next going to our squats. So if you want to grab your chair, you want to use that. If not, just kind of freestanding squats. I like kind of having a reminder. Stick the butt back, weight in the heels, 30 seconds. Here we go. So squatting back and up. Just going in a comfortable range of motion. None of these should be painful. We always want a pain-free range of motion. So if you're having anything funky going on with your knees, just shorten your range of motion. See if you can kind of think about the hips a little bit more here. It's really what we're working. A lot of different muscle groups. And you're breathing as always. So nice inhales in and exhales out. 10 more seconds. Awesome work. This is so healthy for those legs, so healthy for the body. 5 more seconds. 2, and rest. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna take it down to the ground now. Unless you're doing your wall push-ups, maybe you did the first round on the ground and you weren't rotating as much as you'd like to, and you'd like to try them on the wall to see if you can get a little bit more mid-back rotation. Totally cool too. Either way, on the ground or on the wall, set yourself up with a strong foundation. Wherever you are, your belly is strong towards your spine, your shoulder blades are set into your back, and your head is in a good neutral position. 30 seconds, push-ups through rotation, starting now. So coming down, rotating, reaching, filling up, rinsing out, placing it back down, and nice and controlled push-up. Breathing in, expanding through the chest, exhaling, getting that grounding sensation through the arms. I don't know if you spend a lot of your day at a computer or in the car or helping taking care of other people. Sometimes a lot of the things we do are very forward. So opening up through the chest here, trying to rotate through that mid part of the spine. So healthy for the spine and the neck. Let's do 5 more seconds. And wherever you are, come to the end and rest. Nicely done. 15 seconds. Grab a little bit of water if you'd like to. We're gonna now head to the back. And again, maybe, the bicycle kicks or the ground felt like a little too much. If you wanna just take a seat, those pelvic tilts into the chair are really nice to practice to kind of create some space in the low back and in the pelvis too. If not, we're coming to the ground. You've got a few different levels to work on with the legs. We can do marches or both knees to chest at the same time. But if you're with me, we're going to take a little rotation again. Bicycle kick starting now. So inhaling and exhaling. Strong through the belly button. Gentle through the head and the neck. Nice inhales. And exhales. Creating a little bit of fire in the belly here. I don't know about you, but I'm finding fire in all sorts of parts of my life. So turning that into the core for another 5. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. If you are on your back, nicely done. You can rest. We are done with our 6-minute workout. Awesome job. We've effectively worked a lot of different muscles in the body. We're going to cool down with a little bit of stretching. So if you're seated in a chair, you could take a little gentle forward bend. You can kind of bend down between your knees for 5 seconds or so. You can repeat that a few times, nice and slowly working through the spine. If you're on your back, you're going to take both knees. You're going to hug underneath your knees, right on the upper parts of your thighs. You're going to flatten as much of your spine down towards the ground as you can. So it doesn't matter how high or how far, anywhere that you want to lift the legs is fine. It's about trying to find length from your tailbone, your shoulder blades, up to the crown of your head. As much of it can be in contact with the ground as possible. We're going to take 5 nice deep breaths here. Inhaling, finding length through your spine. Exhaling, relaxing the knees, releasing the shoulders down to the ground. Inhaling in, finding space. Maybe you kind of roll the ankles out a little bit if that feels good. Wiggle the toes or find stillness. 2 more breath cycles in and out. Feeling your heart rate coming back down. 1 more inhale in and exhale out. You can stay right on your back. You can put your feet down on the ground. You can let your knees come apart from each other for a butterfly stretch. You can send your legs long. Just kind of relax your arms out to the side. Or if you're seated, you can stay seated. As we'll finish with a short guided meditation to focus on the breath wherever you are. So in your position, gently place 1 hand on your chest and 1 hand on your belly. We're going to do a little bit of 3-part breathing. So the first part is going to be breathing into your chest. So inhaling through the nose. Feel your chest expand, little pause at the top, and then exhale out, feel your chest retreat. Next, breathing into your rib cage, your diaphragm, so a little lower, inhaling in. Feel the hand on your belly expand outwards, pause, and then exhale, let it go. Now the lowest part from your belly button, see if you can breathe into your belly by inhaling. Little pause, and then exhale it all out. We're going to do that again, 2 more full cycles. So coming up to the chest again, inhale. Chest expands, breastbone expands, collarbones expand. Pause, and then exhale. Feel them retreat, pull down. Inhaling now to the diaphragm, feeling that rubber band muscle underneath the rib cage dropping down, letting air come in. So inhaling and then exhaling. Feeling that little rubber band, that diaphragm kind of pulling back up. 1 more now into the belly. So breathing in, feeling the belly expand. Little pause, and then exhale it out. So on your own, all you have to think about right now is this breathing. So inhaling in, 1. Exhaling out, 1. Inhaling in, 2. Exhaling out, 2. Biggest breath you've taken all day. Inhaling in, 3. And exhaling out, 3. You can, if you've had your eyes closed, open your eyes. If you've just had a soft gaze, you can start to kind of come back into focus. Move your wrists and your ankles out a little bit. Start to kind of wiggle back. Unless you have nothing else to do after this, then I encourage you to just relax and hang out for a little while. But if you have something else to do, roll over to one side or slowly find the feet underneath you. And I want to thank everybody for joining me this evening. It is so nice to be able to move, especially in quick little bits or very effective increments with so many people I don't normally get to see. So thank you for joining me. Have a great rest of the night.